Hey Nick, how are you?
Hey, good, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good, no complaints. So first of all, just let me start by saying that I really enjoyed the film. Going
Oh,
into it, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I was pleasantly surprised.
I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you.
So, what drew you to this story?
I have a little bit of background in martial arts. I've been involved one way or the other my entire life. And then I have a bit of a complicated relationship with my dad. So reading the story, well, like it just clicked for me. Like I understood what it's about. I felt like I know a secret about the script that no one else does.
So, what would you say was the most difficult part of filming?
I think the fight scenes, just for the sheer number of people involved, because it had to be choreographed by our fight choreographer Fernando Chan, and then like supervised by our stunt coordinator Don Lee, and then like just fights and just the choreography of it all, like the lights, the camera work, and of course we had a limited time as you always do on set, so that
Right.
was a nervous week for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. Those fight scenes really were like amazing to watch between the slow mo and all of the action, and then the parts where it was like completely silent and all you could hear was the breathing and the grunting of the two fighters, or the cuts to black. Like, whose idea was it to film it stylistically that way?
A big part of it goes to Paul Oscar, our cinematographer, who's very truthful in in his work, so it all rings very real. And then it was just me trying to, like, I've stepped in a ring a time or two in my life, so I really know what it feels like, that like get that tunnel vision, that feeling of isolation, heightened senses. So it was almost like an impressionistic piece that I wanted to like convey emotion more than the actual facts of being there.
So your cast in this film was very diverse. What was it like working with everyone on this film?
Different, but I was lucky enough that everyone was like an amazing professional.
Mhm.
The biggest surprise for me was Colin McKenna, the actor who plays Quinn, just
Right.
because of his condition, and we tried to make special preparations to just allow for more time. But man, was this kid a professional! Like, and also he's just like so charming, and ended up being the heart and soul of the production. Like he would light up the scene, and like everyone was just excited to see him.
Yeah, he definitely shines in all of the scenes that he's in the film. So, what was your favorite film of the entire film to favorite scene, sorry, of the film to shoot, or just after putting it all together and seeing it, like what was your favorite scene that you saw?
I don't know. I was so stressed throughout the whole that to me is all like a blur. To me, like the big flashback when we find out about the episode that caused the divorce between Susan and Cash. It was a bit risky for me in the way we decided to portray that. So seeing that works probably made it my favorite part.
What were some of your influences for this film?
Well, mostly my personal experience, and then just all the great ones, right? Your Rockies and your Raging Bulls, your Warriors, and and other great films. Like there's no shortage of great fighting movies, so there's definitely a place to draw inspiration from.
So you had mentioned that you had a contentious relationship with your father. When you were filming, was that something that you kind of let the actors in on? Did it impact the way that you directed them?
It didn't really, because I think every guy has like a challenging, just by the nature of it, and it's like it's we're in great shape right now, me and my dad. But growing up, to me, it was like it's just a lot. So I think both Steven and Darren had a lot to draw from their personal experiences, and just in talking to them, I felt like they get it. So
Mhm.
there was no need to share anything too personal.
So you had mentioned that some of your influences were some of the great boxing or fighting films. Which one is your favorite, if you had to pick a favorite?
I mean, if gun to my head, I have to name one because it's really hard. It probably has to be the OG Rocky, because
Yeah.
just like it's such an inspiration, and it doesn't have to be boxing, right? Everything in your life, like, yeah, you can find an answer to in Rocky.
So we've been living in kind of crazy, weird new times. What have you been doing recently to kind of keep sane and also keep creative at the same time?
I don't know how well I'm managing the keeping sane part, but I do my best. I think it's a great time to sort of prepare your new projects for when this is inevitably over,
Hmm.
sometime soon, I hope. But also, just like, it's a great time to check in on people and being checked on, and just like foster those relationships that keep you a part of this, uh, of your tribe, and then just helping and being helped.
Well, I really only have one last question for you. Um, what's up next for you? Like, what are you currently working on, or what's in the pipeline for you?
So me and my producing partner Errol Cochran were trying to put some things together. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can like announce any of them, but uh, like more great films, I hope.
Okay. Yeah. Will it be more boxing fighting films or something totally different?
Not right now, but I can tell you that it's definitely the family dynamic, and the your relationship with your father is something that it still interests me a lot in art.
Yeah.
So it's a story we'll be exploring.
Nice. Well, I definitely look forward to seeing whatever it is that you come out with next and in the future. And good luck with everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.